Are you ready to head out? Are you ready to head out?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We are heading out. No, we are going to the dollar store.
Want to get a prize?
No, we're not going to get no prize, Mir.
Why are we going to go to the dollar store?
Didn't you say you wanted to get some Christmas stuff?
Yeah.
Well,
In
we
the
on a
dollar
budget.
store.
So we going where our money can be stretched.
And the door too.
In the where?
A door.
Oh, okay.
A door.
Oh, mommy is tripping. She ain't got her seatbelt on.
And then I have a sword. Yeah.
How did you like your sword?
Good.
Okay. So what are we gonna get? What kind of Christmas stuff do you want to try to get?
The door.
Mir, no, what type of Christmas stuff? Snowman, gingerbread, red, green,
Gingerbread.
yellow. Huh?
Or blue too.
Blue too? Okay.
I want to get blue.
We want to get blue. Alright, well, we'll see what we can find at the dollar store.
Don't get for the door.
Oh, a star.
And,
That is a good idea.
and gingerbread. I want to have a gingerbread.
Gingerbread, honey.
I want gingerbread.
Wow.
What are you going to
Yeah.
So much stuff.
So much stuff.
Oh, we
indeed.
need to get candy cane.
Mir, you are too loud.
Mommy.
Yes, Mir.
This no.
What you say, Mir?
You thinking? I'm thinking.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Mir? Am I thinking what you're thinking? But what are you thinking?
Make our own door to the door home.
Make our own what?
Or home to the door home.
Okay. That's a good idea. All right. Who's ready to put the Christmas tree up?
Me. Awesome.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, I never seen it.
You've never seen this Christmas tree before, Amir? We've had this Christmas tree up before twice already. Here we are putting a tree together. I've had this tree for a very long time, and every year I say I am going to get rid of it, but it seems to always just be here the very next year. So we're just gonna make use of it until I find something that is bigger and better that I would like to have. It is a 6-foot tree, and once all the sections are put together, I go in and do a little bit of fluffing to make it a little bit more full. But I also use some garland, which you will see that is on the floor, to go in and fill in where I feel like it needs a little bit more fullness to the tree. There is probably like 4 to 5 pieces of a 9-foot garland that I will be using throughout the tree, and I found these garlands at the dollar store. So just kind of go in and fill in wherever you feel it needs to be a little bit more full. So what do you think so far, Amir?
Yay!
Alright, so we added in the garland. It looks a little bit more greener than the other parts of the tree because a long time ago we did frostings to the leaves. So once we do a little bit more frosting to the whole thing, everything will blend in and it'll come out a little bit better. So this is why I put the colors in, to give it a little bit more full look. So these are some of the finds we got from the dollar store. I thought they were a little different as far as me trying to do a ribbon type Christmas
Green.
tree. So we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't come out right,
Red.
we'll just take it down.
No, don't knock it. Don't touch it. You knock it down.
Prior to getting into decorating with the kids, I kind of already knew what I was getting myself into. Of course, toddlers are very busy and they like to just kind of do their own thing. As you can see here, they decided to pull the ribbons apart from the packaging and put them all over the floor. So instead of stressing about it, I just said, whatever, we'll clean up as we go. And when I do things like this, I like to involve the kids. They make the mess. They also try to help with cleaning up. It's never too early to learn the concept of cleaning up. With my daughter being 15 months, we try to involve her as well too, with just picking up an item here and there when it's time to clean up. And then we remind the babies of how much help they were by telling them thank you and giving kisses, and they'll appreciate it. So here we're just kind of going to give that fake snow appearance. So I have a little spray can that I have here, and all I did was just kind of went all the way around it, and then maybe at the top I just kind of just went a little bit more with the spray so it can have that like cascade effect of snow, more snow at the top and less at the bottom. Alright, so now that we got the tree together, this is where we go ahead and start decorating. At this point, like I said, I wanted to try like a ribbon effect this time around, because every year I've always done just the ornaments. So what I wanted to do is use 3 different effects of putting ribbons on, and this is the first one, which we were going to actually do like a spiral effect, and just to kind of give like those dimensions to the tree. So some tips to kind of remember if you're going to try to do this spiral effect is to make sure that your ribbon is cut long enough, or you won't have as much spirals. So depending on how much spirals you want, just kind of make sure you cut it to a certain length. For the ornaments, I wanted to spice them up a little bit, so I have these ribbons that I got from the dollar store as well, and all I did was just secure them to the hook of the ornament, and then from there just tie them onto the tree. Now for the next ribbon effect that I wanted to try was just kind of overlay on the tree. So I'm going to start off with a short piece of ribbon. You can use longer if you want. Just wanted it to be a little bit shorter since the spirals was already long. Didn't want to overdo a certain type and style on the tree. So just kind of pictured what I wanted to do with it and bend it at both ends. I would say that for this type of ribbons that you're going to put on your tree, make sure that it has a little wiring to them so that when they flex and bend, they can keep their shape and form, and all you got to do is just pin them in. For this last style, it is the bow style, which is the favorite of them all, but it's the most time consuming as well. So just start off with a loop, and then the next loop you're going to go a little bit longer for the middle, and then your last loop you want to try to even it up to the first very loop that you have. And then all I did was cut off the part that I don't need and then secured it with some tape. When adding the bows, just kind of take your time and add them wherever you see fit. Alright, now that all the ribbons are on the tree, the next step is to add the remaining ornaments. The kids helped out on this portion of it, and then from there I added on some twigs that were painted white. These twigs were donated from an old winter wonderland party, which I thought just gave a nice little cute touch to the tree. For his favorite part, he just could not wait to do all day, was to put his star on this tree. From that point on, I just went ahead and made sure it's more aligned and secure so it won't fall off. And here it is. It is finally done. All we did was added a simple skirt to the bottom. But wow, I really love our tree. I'm glad how everything came together, including the ribbons. I really thought it was just gonna make it too over the top or too busy, but everything just kind of flowed and looked nice together. So hopefully I was able to give you guys some tips and some ideas of how to make a budget-friendly tree, because you can see already most of the stuff did come from the dollar store. And here's our wonderful topper that came from Walmart. The skirt came from Walmart as well. The ornaments I had for a very long time, but other than that, it looks lovely. Here are the babies, and they are loving their tree as well. Now for the nighttime view, the lights are on and give you that cozy, lovely vibe. When we get this Christmas tree up, don't you dare start no troubles pulling it down, okay?
Yeah,
Zenna, are you gonna leave the Christmas tree like it's supposed to be when it goes up? Huh?
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't pull anything down, okay? You promise? You promise?
Yeah.
Thank you.
A few moments later.
Zenna!
Happy holidays.